Hi, it's Chrissy, and it is still July. It is still National Cleft and Craniofacial Awareness Month. And last week I spoke a little bit about the cause and frequency of cleft lip and palate, along with the cost. And this week I wanted to talk about some of the non-medical issues associated with cleft lip and palate, because these are very important in the psychosocial life of a cleft affected person. And I think it's worth mentioning their family and their friends. Mosaic wanted to make an appearance in a video, and perfect fitting for July. So anyway, what are some of these non-medical issues, or not the things we think of directly as medical issues? One is there's a higher risk of learning disability and developmental problems with children with cleft lip and palate. I have not found a direct cause for this. It could be associated with the higher risk of low birth rate, low weight. Yes, the low weight at birth of cleft affected children. I know I was 4 pounds 10 ounces, which isn't like super small, but is definitely not a big baby. But so I don't know if that's an association. I haven't found any direct ties to that, but they do find that there is these higher risks of learning disabilities and developmental problems that add on to these psychosocial and medical issues and all the other stuff that comes with a cleft. There's also auditory issues are not uncommon. I know I had to have tubes in my ears 4 times, and I know it's very common to hear from others who they don't have great hearing, even if it's not like terrible or really bad, but there are hearing issues. Speech issues are a huge one because of the way the palate is repaired, how long it takes, and then changes while kids are learning to speak and make certain sounds, and that can be challenging. I know I, for one, had a lot of speech issues, even though I had my voice and I had a lot to say and I said it, but I was in speech therapy through high school. I mean, it was very minimal in my high school years, but I was still checking in with my speech therapist, and some days I'm like, I should go back, or maybe I should just talk a little bit slower. Either way. And then my favorite / really my least favorite are dental. And this is like, I think a lifelong challenge for many of us is dental issues, whether it is, perfect example, one of my middle teeth grew in sideways. I don't know if I need to say much more than that, but a sideways tooth is a challenge, and part of that I think has to do with the bone structure or lack of bone structure in the cleft area. I've had multiple bone grafts in that area. Not all have been successful, and so that adds to some of those dental issues and trying to keep a nice structure to support your teeth and for gum health. So these are some of the not quite traditional medical issues as we think about them that are associated with cleft lip and palate, and add to the cost both economically and psychosocially. Thanks for listening, and thanks for your support this month during Cleft and Craniofacial Month. If you want to learn more about me, you can head over to thetootalgiraffe.com, or actually that's my book, so you can head over to thechristinmaier.com and you can learn about me or my books.